Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the counter, Gurley. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A play fake, and it's Darnold. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. as his guys are in for 6. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cooper on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's Carr to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Go. Get set. Express. Here we go. We're good.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Get set. 6-18. 24.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickell Robey-Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better, and in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters and a defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
White Monday down.
They start the drive with Lynch. Lynch busting free. Still going. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
White Monday.
On second down, Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing his car on third down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now Darnold. And the third down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4, 2017, big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the snarling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to run the heck out of the football. Marshawn Lynch, get ready. You're going to get a lot more touches. And on the defensive side, Khalil Mack, a heck of a representative for what you want from a defensive football team.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Deuce right, Chief. Deuce right, Chief.
On first down, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, here's Carr. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 694. 637.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. And he completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23.
Go, Chief.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on second down. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Down. Side 84. Raider 9.
On the give, this is Lynch. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Deuce right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. OP.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. And got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Leopard!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Dumps it off to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Gun! Here we go. Green!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Cooper on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Cooper on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They were making...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again they run with Gurley. They juked him, and now running right through it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
Darnold now to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Cooper on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's a give to Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
Monday down. Purdue. Down.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
24. Get down. Get down. You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Raider 2.
Throwing again. Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Purdue. What down? Get down. Get down. Spread. You ready? Purdue.
Now Carr again. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Darnold on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, Darnold. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 45 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
34, get set, OP, 29, 29.
To throw again. Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Gurley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.